Hey, I hope I'm audible now. And today, I'm basically continuing my research on MCP servers. So initially, on the day one, I started looking at what is MCP and how we set up and the provided code examples and everything. Today, I'm going a bit deeper. And so, since MCP is advancing now, there are already some servers. Um, and these servers, they are like made by the official channels or third parties to provide access to the LLMs. And for checking out this, we can refer to this repo where we have all the, not all, but I think most of the servers that we can use. Uh, yeah, so these are the servers, and now we have to set up like the client and all. So for that, I was looking through and I found some interesting project like MCP host. So it provides like a CLI host application that enables our LLMs to interact with external tools through MCP, right? So it provides that layer of the client and all, and server we get from that. So mostly like we can automate the process for our model to access uh, these. Let's say if I'm running a local server Olama and all, and I wanted to access that MCP server, which I'm doing right now. Like that's what I'm testing out. So I currently have installed, like this is how I've set up the JSON, the config JSON, and right now I'm trying out MCP server SQLite and server file system. And with server file system, I can give access to a particular path, and through that, it can access that path and do whatever operations I want, uh, which are like allowed through the server file system. And like these servers, they are available through their respective Git repos. So this is like server file system is the official one, which is provided through this repo only. Uh, oh, sorry, this is just listing out. I'm sorry. Uh, so yeah, like similarly, like all of them, most of them are here. We can just find them. File system. Yeah, let's say this one. So this server is also here, like I said, like a file system. So mo a lot of them are here, and some community projects and all we can find over there. And there's another repo called Awesome. Uh, I can share the links later on. So there's another repo called Awesome MCP server or something. It also has like a lot of the list, and we can build our own also. But like I think a lot of use cases can be fulfilled, and like yeah, we can make our own also. And then like to have the client and everything, this repo MCP host is pretty solid one. I'm using right now. So, this one. It seems to be doing a pretty good job. Uh, for Olama, like I set up for Olama, and the model right now I'm using is Quen 2.5, 7 billion parameters. Uh, Well, I set up say the this config. So now I'm activating this two, like I'm giving it access to these two servers. It can add them and then start using it. So, yeah, let's say if I ask it to create a table of users where each user can have a UID, let's say UID, phone number, email, address. So now it's gonna use that SQLite, and most probably it should. I haven't tried the SQLite MCP server yet. I was just trying out the file system one. Uh, the setup is quite easy. Okay, the table can store information. Okay, which list all the tables in my DB. Uh, and an example entry to users PF3. It's pretty interesting and fun if you can do all this kind of things. Basically, like the experimentation work and all can become quite easy. Mm, So say currently we're using this one, right? Let's explore it a bit. Um, so this is our server. This is the code that we have uploaded through this tool. Our show me this email. Give me details of use favorites. Mm, definitely, this thing will change a lot of things. Uh, time progresses, models are getting better, and if we give them this capability to interact with external sources easily and yeah, in efficient way, then like yeah, these things will be very useful. So we have say here, mm, okay, we have a template, a prompt template. Mm, we can see like it's doing pretty good. Um, like the way we use yeah, like ORMs and all. Maybe when the natural language takes over, we will be just keeping the prompts. Uh, yeah, like it's quite good, but like yeah, the structure will be like more natural language, like using say maybe YAML or something, which will be even cleaner. Like which is already used in a lot of ORMs and all, like Prisma and all, like JSON, YAML and all. But like uh, it would be even less than what we are keeping right now. Uh, yeah, maybe more intelligent. I don't know. Uh, okay, and on to this is like more advanced kind of tools. Like the tool that we were seeing yesterday, they were like simple, right? Like very simple. But uh, and they were also like in Node.js. This is Python, so yeah, structure is a little different. Uh, So here, like we give description about everything in our comment. Um, Basically, it will be taking up the description from this and from the prompt. I think where is the prompt used? Okay, handle that prompt. If name is not equal to use a top. Remove attributes. I should say drop color, but like it should understand. Similarly, like there are many servers available to us. Uh, One good thing is like this tool that I'm using, MCP host, it kind of uh, makes it simpler for us to use these servers with our LLM. So that client layer is taken care of by this MCP host. And yeah, and I think it's pretty good for um, our kind of use cases where we're just experimenting and like mm. Although it can also interact with like say Cloud APIs directly and Gemini, it's just like it's a CLI based tool. Uh, Yeah, like maybe someone can make a GUI based layer on top of this. Uh, Yeah, and maybe there is already some. As we can see here, there is already some let's use Dive AI agent. Was this probably nothing much into it. It seems it's doing the same thing. It is showing the example of that Blender MCP server. So like yeah, there are like multiple use cases of this server, like MCP server. Like you can just give commands and have your Blender open and it can use that to do anything. And yeah, based on our model's capabilities also. It seems pretty good. I will try this also. And Seems like someone created something. MCP connect. A2A. Just bridge, STDIO, MCP server. Yeah, it's also like a host. Seems like depends on which one is the host. Cloud-based applications. Oh, it's like you can, I think, host it in the cloud easily. So, to interact with local STDI-based MCP servers, with local STDIO-based MCP servers. Oh, so like the host will be in the cloud. Yeah. MCP servers in our local. Okay. Yeah, that also makes sense. Protocol translation from security provide secure access to it. This could be useful in my upcoming use case. Uh, like I think the next part of after like I'm done with this, there will be another project I'll be doing, I guess, where I will be setting up like a home lab kind of thing, where I will be basically I have multiple computers and all. So in one of my Windows PC, I think I will be hosting this whole setup where I will have my LLM running and maybe I will set up this MCP client over there, like MCP host over there and all. And then, like, yeah, I can run some MCP servers on my local machine and connect it with that and Jira and Tono built-in support. Just run MCP connect locally, zero modification to the MCP server. So, implementation. Okay. So as we can see, there's already like a lot of progress being made across. Uh, yeah, like this is the architecture. Like our server is for doing actions, getting data, and things like that. Currently, most of the servers support tools like we saw yesterday. Some are supporting resources and prompts also, and there are few more things, right? Sampling. Sampling is here. Here. I don't know the architecture completely, but it's pretty interesting. Hmm. I was trying out Brave Search, but it requires me to sign up with like some credit card and all. So I dropped the idea for now. But like yeah, there are other searching tools also that we can use, like the DuckDuckGo search MCP server. Uh, I think it would run locally, and that would be good for us. Yes. I don't know if it requires API key. Is it through API or through browser? Maybe it doesn't require API key. I never used DuckDuckGo APIs. Mm. Here we're doing search query complex plugin response kind of post. Okay, base URL data. Time. Beautiful. So, okay, we are doing some scraping. I think that goes allow scraping and all. Uh, Yeah, so that's why basically like we are doing web scraping to get the results from DuckDuckGo. Mm, okay, it's nice. As you can see here, this one seems good for organizations. Kind of like creating RAG, it seems. Desktop command MCP seems to already have some traction. I mean, I like declarative approach more, and that's what MCP host is giving me. Like I can use this the same thing and use it. Anyways, yeah. Let's try to see if it can connect two tools together, like can use data from one to another. Say I have folders. So let's try to create a table for folders and add data. Mm, this thing is doing good. Now let's create a table called folders in which we have columns name, uh, date modified. Let's just keep two. Add data to these folders to my to this folders table to yeah. Say name type to my say name zero MCP setup content also for the date one yes for May May 40 one three date modified last day Q the given files. Let's see if it can. My prompt is not too good, but let's see. This is very interesting. Recently, there is Codex by OpenAI. Like, let's see what that thing is. Uh, is it using MCP? Most likely it should be. Seems smooth. It seems like it failed first time. I wonder why. Because previously, like when I just gave it for MCP setup, it worked. But this time it failed while trying to get the data. Did it create the table? And let's see. Good thing about this MCP host is it's keeping the context of previous chat also. And I basically like everything is preset up, so we just like using right away. And it's a good experience in a way. The codex also seems good thing, like for CLI is working, but I don't know, like it's good that they're also giving access to using Olama and all, but I have my doubts. Mm, There's the coordinates and DB. Also, like how well it will do with the given tool depends on the description that we have provided in our tool scope. I don't know, for some reason it seems to be messing around when it comes to the file system still. Oh, it seems like it has stopped trying to access this equal DB now. It's, mm, this paper seems interesting. When is it? 6 April. It seems it's going off now, like it doesn't know. something broke it. Like when I asked this command, uh, connecting to things to do, it kind of broke. Then after that, like it just stopped doing that SQL thing. Uh, like if I ask the same question again, let's see. It could be the issue with model or the host. Because we're keeping all the past info in the host. Maybe there's like a small window after which it's just expired. Which was like it's the same question that I asked previously. It started giving me commands and see what it gives now. Oh, what it created the folders table. It seems previously it had contents of folders. Table. It has no roles. Okay. Uh, okay, now let me ask it to do that again. So our DB, uh, okay, so let's just try one. So, let's query something. Right? Select it's new folders. Folders. Okay, right now there's nothing. Create table, right? Oh, it created a new table. seems to be mm, it got stuck. Okay, darling. Oh, let's see. Oh, it did. That's nice. Took a bit longer, but yeah, it was working. But like when I tried to combine initially, I think it didn't understand the command, the prompt. Um, that's why. So right now it took data from that folders and then inserted into table, which is nice. Um, yeah, I think that's a good thing. What else can we do with this? Like, for now, I mean, we can do a lot of things. Like I can set up the Go server and then use that. Let's try DuckDuckGo maybe. And let's start it again. MCP. Oh, I think wait, it's a mistake. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Yeah. Now it should have access to DuckDuckGo search also. What are the top five popular uh, game news today? Yep, let's see. I'll be back. Oh, I realized I was on mute. So I was saying, like, it seems like it gave the wrong results. It's giving me the name of news channels, but it's also kind of like my fault. I should know that better that this is a small model. I need to provide it better context. And yeah, so this was my prompt, which is technically not that correct. Um, right? We need to provide it better prompt. It's like it thought like I'm asking for news channels. What are the top five? What are the top five uh, popular news? What will do that? How did this? Okay, what are the top five popular news items? Game news, headlines. Okay. I think this is better than that. Small and better. Let's see. It's using this tool. Oh, seems it still gave me the same. Hmm. Let's see if this will work. I generated this through ChatGPT and now I'm providing it to this. Let's see. Oh, it seems it's very dumb. Like it still didn't understand. Or is it the DuckDuckGo API? Let's look at DuckDuckGo. Uh, Go. It's not that popular still. I search for TDD. Yeah. So, top five video games. Right, let's just say. If I search for it, what I get is I mean, yeah, from a from that standpoint, makes sense. Maybe it's just getting the results, like the top five results. Uh, IGN, GameSpot, Game, Game IGN, Inspection. It makes sense. The Verge. These are all top five when you search. Right, the GameSpot news is this one. IGN.com, IGN.com news. So it depends on the search engine also, and also like, yeah. um, let's see. How far is he in year from today? Right? Let's see if we can tell what tool it will pick. Let's see first. Because it doesn't have any time-based tool, it's only as such. Is it gonna use that? Do nothing. Okay, think it didn't try to use any tool. It just it just told me like how to calculate that. Mm, 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 mm. It basically depends on all the prompts that are provided to it. Like even that those tools are using some prompts, right? Uh, yeah. Okay. Okay. After I told it to do this, it used the tool. Uh, oh, 213 days away from the end of this year. Confirm it. If you see like the basic model, which is like just a 7 billion param model, it's also working pretty good. Not super good, but like, yeah, it's very good. I I think like because of MCP, a lot of use cases that people were looking for previously, like through things like LangChain and all, like which was quite hard to set up and all, has become quite easy now. Uh, and there will be like standard servers and all for everything. And it looks like the content was from the page allows to calculate the intuition how it seems. Anyway, it's fine. 213 looks quite accurate, so we'll go with that. It's April, right? So 3 months already passed. So say 90, 150. Mm, okay, it's about 115 days, let's say, and 365. Okay, Mm, it's a little bit off, maybe seems. But anyway, it's fine. Uh, okay. Similarly, like we have more tools, and like let's say these are third party they're talking about here. Charge speed, they're going to say charge speed platform, browser based, in the cloud, automate browser interactions in the cloud, data structure, form filling. It's cool. Oh, there's a website to search for all the. This is nice. Oh, people are jumping into opportunity. Nice, nice. This is like good one though. It's and it's like open source and free to use, which is a good thing. So we can find any MCP server for our use case through this, which is quite good. Mm, let's say to MCP, thinking to launch AI is using capabilities with structured thinking. The server provides dedicated space for to policies and I think this is a mm, a lot of cool things are being done through this. Um, maybe next time we can write our own or something. Um, yep, it looks cool. I think now I will be going off for lunch. Today's session was quite good, and I think next I will be exploring a bit more about A2A. And I didn't understand at first why it's there. But like I had read a little bit, it says like it's for an agent to agent protocol. So basically, if you have two agents, then like you it's useful, while MCP is for allowing your LLM to access that external sources. Like yeah, so it's saying like you can connect to both the agents, like both agents can talk to each other via text, form, or bidirectional audio video. It sounds like sci-fi, like agents talking to each other. But like yeah, let's say if you have multiple agents running and we ask something to one, and then it can check with the other agents if they can do the task, which in a way sounds similar to MCP to me, but I don't know, maybe there are differences. As I was reading through one of the documentation somewhere where they were saying that we're trying to support MCP and not compete as a similar protocol. Like I think this is the thing. Agentic application needs both A2A and MCP. We recommend MCP for tools and A2A for agents. Standard protocols are essential for enabling agentic interoperability, particularly in connecting agents to external systems. This is critical in two interconnected areas of innovation, tools and agents. Tools are primitives with structured input and output, typically when only agents are autonomous applications that can accomplish more tasks by using tools, reasoning, and user interactions. Mm. So they're saying like tools are like primitive stuff, so that like our LLMs can connect to input and output like to resources. And but agents are more like autonomous applications that can take actions on their own, and they accomplish it through all these things, tools, reasoning, and user interaction. I mean, from what I understand, MCP is also trying to do that, right? But let's see, agentic application must be both tools, must use both tools and agents to accomplish goals for their users. Uh, okay, complementary. It's the for connecting LLMs with data sources and tools. We already observe MCP standardizing function calling across different models and frameworks. This is creating an ecosystem of tool service providers and dramatically lowering the complexity to connect agents with tools and data. We expect this trend to continue as more framework service providers and platforms adopt MCP. A2A is focused on a different problem. This is interesting. Let's see. A2 is an application level protocol that enables agents to collaborate in their natural modalities. Um, this sentence, I don't know what it means. I don't understand. Like, is an application level protocol. Then what is MCP? It's also like working at the application level, right? Uh, uh, to collaborate in their natural modalities. This thing I don't understand. Natural modalities. What does it mean? Very bad. Anyways, it allows agents to communicate as agents or as users instead of as tools. Gains adoption as a complement to MCP that enables the ecosystem of agents and will be working with the open with the community to make this happen. Okay, let's look at an example. Consider an auto repair shop that fixes car. We're trying to make us understand like why A2A is different and also more powerful as compared to MCP. Um, like I'm trying to understand, sir. So yeah, let's have no bias because I'm thoroughly impressed by MCP now. Mm, I want to see like what the new extensions of MCP are capable of. A2A I see it's like as an extension, like they also say it's like an complementary stuff to MCP and adoption as a complement to MCP. Mm, yeah, it's mm, consider an auto repair shop that fixes cars. Use it. The shop employs autonomous workers who use special purpose tools such as vehicle jacks, multimeters, and socket wrenches to diagnose and repair problems. The workers often have to diagnose and repair problems they have not seen before. The repair process can involve extensive conversation with the customer, research, and working with part suppliers. Oh, A2 is trying to take us to Terminator era, I think. That's what it seems like. Uh, this is this thing about A2 that they're trying to tell here. It sounds quite dangerous. I don't know if the security threat of this kind of protocol has been already assessed or not, because this sounds scary. Like if you just read this sentence, and that's what like they're giving as it's as an example, because we're giving it like a way to think through and do like autonomous actions like to the agents. MCP is fine because it's still controlled. A2A is like agents are already autonomous. Then we are saying we're giving them abilities to communicate and take actions. Then let's say there are thousands of agents deployed and they're talking, and like one corrupt agent starts like doing something, trying to access internet. It has access to internet and it starts doing weird stuff. I don't know, like it's sounds scary. I mean, we can plan together to do something. Like one rotten apple can rot all the apples in the basket, that kind of thing. It would become scary quite fast. And anyways, I'll be back. Okay, now see intersection. We recommend that applications model A2 agents as MCP resources. We recommend that applications model A2 agents as MCP resources. Okay, so A2 agents should be able to consume MCP resources represented by the agent file. The frameworks can then use A2A communication with their user, the remote agents, and the other agents. Mm. These are sub-agents, agent framework, LLM. Able to access MCP server, gateway protocol, gateway protocol, to the black box, agent one, agent. So let's say there are similar, like let's say a group of sub-agents here making up this agent. Then we have agent one, agent two, and okay. We haven't read much about resources in MCP server, I think. Here's saying like it can get agent card. We go under applications model, it agents as MCP resources. Okay, represented by their agent card. Okay. So that way other agents can access the resources of the MCP server. Like the other black box agent which do nothing, just like trying to access resources can access this agent. And our agent can also access directly through A2A protocol. Is that what's happening or what is this? Oh, at first it will know that there are these resources like through the agent card, and then like our agent can access. So maybe it's like some authentication protocol that agent card. Let's see. Remote agents that support A2A are required to publish an agent card in JSON format describing the agent's capabilities, skills, and authentication mechanisms. Yeah. So basically, agent card is like a way to authenticate for the agents to other agents. Clients use agent card information to identify the best agent that can perform a task and leverage A2A to communicate with the other remote agent. Okay. This seems complex to like A2A seems complex, to be honest. At first, that's how it looks. Maybe it's not. Hopefully. MCP was also quite complex, but like the implementation is like very clean, I would say. It's like very easy to implement for who is like very new to MCP protocol and just wants to start building stuff. Uh, let's see. Following is the proposed, and it has to be like A2A should be complex of you because the thing they're trying to do here, it sounds scary. There should be ways to keep it secure as much as possible. Also, like the monitoring will be important in here when you're doing this kind of protocols, A2A, MCP, whatever. So monitoring is gonna be very important. Monitoring and logging as well. Yeah. And okay. You want to deliver the name of the agent, description, URL. Okay. These are like the information about the agent. Okay. Okay, I think next time we'll continue with A2A. Today I was just having a brief overview of what is A2A. We will continue on this next time. That is most likely tomorrow. Yeah, it this looks good to me to start. Um, this is gonna be very interesting. Like I have a feeling A2A, MCP, RAG, these things are gonna do some big damage, not damage, like big, like putting dent. These things are gonna put dent in the industry in a way. Because with LLMs and all, like people already know how powerful these things can be. And with this new protocols and all, and the tools that are being built on top of it, tools as in like in general, I'm saying, these things are gonna like leverage the power of AI a lot more. And I think they've already started doing that. Like, we saw so many servers. There's like this Smith, we can see there are already 1,500, more than 5,000, extending 5,000 capabilities. Like for there's so many servers already, it seems. 5,000 servers are already out there. Yeah. I think next time we will explore further to see, check about A2A and then maybe this also, um, Figma API integration. This sounds interesting. I'm very bad at designing. Like, yeah, this kind of thing. If it's easy to set up, I don't know if it's free to get like a Figma API key. We can try it next time. All right. With that, I think I will drop now. Continue later.